Hello, my name is Robert Tanguay. I'm a New Hampshire resident. I've been fighting the oppressive New Hampshire court system and government for almost 2 years now. And I've spoken before the House of Representatives and the Senate multiple times, and it's brought me to the brink of poverty. If you look up my name, Robert Tanguay, you will find numerous amounts of videos where I am speaking in front of special committees and regular committees and also the state Senate. The issues I'm facing are not only in New Hampshire, but throughout the country, specifically in the family courts. But then before that, as our ancestors have acknowledged, both men and women, libido dominate, or the lust for power over others. And that's why we have a constitution, both state and federal, which is the most supreme law. And people don't have rights unless others help them in their rights. I went from being a director of marketing manager, business owner, rising up from poverty with only a GED, no father, and no family in state at this point, to the person I am today, a father which has been removed of all rights without due process, illegally and with fraud, and physically and mathematically impossible findings of fact. I will be launching several lawsuits against the people who have offended me. And you can learn a little bit more about New Hampshire Oliver Twist, which was created prior to the current Supreme Court appeal, which I have, which is a mandatory appeal in the state Supreme Court, which they are hiding. I've gone to everybody in the state, the police, the Attorney General, the courts, administrative courts, even the FBI, the New Hampshire Bar Association, trying to find a lawyer, gone to lawyers, and have had no help. In fact, you will see a video where Governor Sununu's office is criminally defaming me, saying things that they know they are true in writing, and then circulating them throughout the State House. I've gone to the Coalition for Domestic Violence because currently I am being human trafficked by violation of the law. And in New Hampshire, the statute is 633:7, human trafficking, by compelling me to violate a fictitious and fraudulent domestic violence order civilly. No arrests, no criminal charges, because I did not commit a crime. Because I am a victim of what typically happens all across the country is known as the civil bullet. I call it that because it's the civil, or the silver bullet, in which typically a woman will make up fictitious claims of domestic violence to gain strategic advantage in the family courts. The judge wrote physically and mathematically impossible findings of fact. Not maybe so, impossible. Impossible findings of fact, and knew that they were impossible, yet continued it, which is fraud. The Supreme Court knows about it. The lower courts know about it. The clerk of courts know about it by sworn affidavit under the pains and penalty of perjury. They are impossible. I have posted many of the hearings online. Some of them got taken down, supposedly by the attorney. The Domestic Violence Coalition reached out to my ex and scared her with fraud. When I went to the Domestic Violence Coalition to report the abuse that I was receiving, I reported and filed with the court, and they didn't even hear my case. And this is because there's a women's bar association, and in New Hampshire specifically, is to only to gain equity for women and children and women and families. And so they have gerrymandered the family courts through the Domestic Violence Coalition, women judges, and sympathetic women judges. However, it is unconstitutional and illegal federally to take grant money and to make laws which only are based on gender, at least specific in New Hampshire by Constitution. I need your help. It could be hashtag NH Oliver Twist. Search my name, comment on my videos. Hire me. I have marketing skills, report writing skills. I am not a lawyer, this is not legal advice. Currently, I'm making just enough rent money to avoid an eviction, which I had to go in court and appear before, working as a waiter. I love it. I absolutely love the job, but it's not enough hours. I have a broken cell phone, smashed, and I'm luckily able to use my watch to communicate. You will see, I am the author of Incentives in the Environment, the founder of Emissions Tax, and have helped the Jewish Federation recorded their videos during COVID and also after COVID, their Veterans Memorial Service on Memorial Day, which is today. I didn't record it on that day. I'm saying that today is Memorial Day. There are veterans that are being deprived of their rights to family. The court system, family law is not yet settled. We have judges that are lying. We have coalitions that are lying and hiding things. We have lawyers that are lying. When you talk to lawyers that are not in the family law system, candidly, they think it's a cesspool, and which is why they're not in family law. They're in insurance, taking money from insurance companies or defending insurance companies or working for the state. Everybody knows lawyers lie, and the judges are supposed to correct that, and the lawyers are supposed to correct the judges from lying. And that's upheld in our professional rules of conduct, which are pretty much the same all across the country, and also which adhere to lawyers, and are also memorialized in our judicial rules of conduct, which are pretty much the same in every state. However, in New Hampshire, the first constitution of the country, in I believe 1784, the United States Constitution came out in 1788, and then the amendments followed. New Hampshire Constitution constitutes the supreme law and all that is good, God and nature, because that's all nature is. Religion is only a practiced set of beliefs. That's all it is. Religion is intertwined with family, whether you believe in a God, 6 gods, or no God. It is a practiced set of beliefs. And the way the court system is right now, which they have retaliated against me, and it's all been documented. They have retaliated against me, these agencies, the entire state, because I am right and I know the law, and I know my constitutional rights and the facts of the case. To protect a police officer, to protect a woman, to protect a lawyer, to protect a judge or multiple judges. All their names have been whispered. The Supreme Court's names, it has been filed with the Supreme Court. So I need your help. And I'm just doing this because I went to work early and I don't have to go in yet. I need your help. Hire me. There will be links in the description. Or donate money to me. I will call you back. You can order anything off me as low as $20 up to 10 hours at around $625. I will be doing the reduced rate for the family court system. I want to work. I've been working my entire life since a paper route, and before that, selling greeting cards for Olympia sales, knocking door to door. We all have a right to freedom, to better ourselves. And in New Hampshire, You have a constitutional right to aid others. I'm asking you to invoke that right in New Hampshire or whatever state you are in. I will work tirelessly for you. I am a smart man. I'm a businessman. And I deserve to not be defamed and have the record be clear and have access to all laws, which I have been held outside the protection of law, which is also abuse of the legal system, which would make that human trafficking. We are filled with bias against men and women too. For if a woman doesn't act as she is supposed to do traditionally, there has been documented cases in court and at the legislature and talking to women all across the country, because women do call me. Women love me. People love me. Because I am a good person and I speak my mind and I speak the truth and I'm articulate and I know what I'm talking about. I've read the laws. I will be releasing a lawsuit very shortly to be made whole, and for my children to be made whole as I can be. Thank you very much. God bless.